You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go! Tires burn the pavement, people want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit,
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Undercross, undercross, undercross. Greystone, Travis.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And right away, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Switch up, switch up.
Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And caught by Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check it back.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
57. Mike, 57.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Flacco on target to his tight end bunt and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. They find some open field here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 88 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alpha! X3, 218, chopper.
Rivers to throw it. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Ready? 10-2 saw. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Jim. Hey, Delta. Left right. Check, double team. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Let's get it. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey.
Mike's 47.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
That 18-yard line.
Too low, Pep. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 24. Check 24.
On red.
Passing play, Flacco. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Pass. Like 80.
Army.
Yeah, step away.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
36. Watch twist. Slam.
Hey, 79.
He's coming. Double up.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Rivers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
That's track. Check. Slam. Hey, Monday. You go tight. You got tight.
Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
47's the mic. 47's Where's the mic?
Squeeze, double. Mike's 47. Mike's 40. Go.
From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Ty Long now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
You, baby. That's over.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Here's Flacco, and he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Setting up to throw, Flacco. His throw incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Second 90, Red Delta, black 15.
On first down, it's Gordon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On 2nd and 11 now, Rivers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ty Long now. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. He needed 9, he got 8, and that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Step around 80. Green 80. 12. Q. Get that ball. Hey, alert 3.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. stepping up. He'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, 180, white.
Exit, exit. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's third down.
Set, I broke 80. Red Delta.
Just like that. Just like that.
White, 89.
On third down, Rivers able to get this to Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Go orange. Orange. Hey, echo. 33, check back 33. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and it's third down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Coach Lee's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Lindsey. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He finds Riddick complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
You're over here. You're over here.
Flacco. That's complete to Jake Butt. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Don't raid. 6 guys. Check 6. Hey, exit.
49's the mic. Watch 49. That's right, baby. They don't...
From the gun, Flacco. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
You draw forfeit. Back. Run 80.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. From the gun, Rivers. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's going to be a long day.
Now Flacco. He hits Riddick underneath. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Riddick. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On first down, Flacco. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Single receiver.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now after the sack, Flacco and the Broncos come up 3rd and long.
He's talking about you. Rewind. 3 down. Check 31. Gun.
Third and long for Joe Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Tillery in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Block 15! No. Hey, Delta! 51 to Mike. Watch the run. Recon, 132 fighter. Shift.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
6-6, pull it high.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Select the team! Watch 47. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Denver, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.